Hi Aquarius, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for November 2018. This month I used the Aquarian Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Ascendant, and Aquarius Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, Aquarius, now onto your November 2018 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have here is the Death card. Now this could be something in your life, some kind of transformation, something ending so something new can begin. Sometimes this card comes up if somebody has passed away, but it most likely would have already happened if it's going to be a death. But it can be some other kind of death in your life, like some death of a situation, a circumstance, a relationship, a way of thinking, and transforming into something new. I feel like many of you Aquarians are spending time in November thinking about your next move and getting together some kind of plans that you want to take action on later. You may take action on it in November, but it's like getting together plans for later action. And some of you really need to think about how well do you feel. You know, and it doesn't mean you're sick. Some of you may feel sick, but I get, in this sense, what the guides are telling me, it's because it's what you're eating. What are you eating? What are you drinking? How good do you feel? Because I feel like you need to start examining that. Any aches and pains, hurts, not feeling well. I feel like you're going to start taking a look at that, and you may decide to change your diet or start taking certain kind of supplements or eating, maybe you're a vegetarian and you want to incorporate new things, or you're a meat eater and you want to become a vegetarian, or you want to start a special kind of diet. Some of you Aquarians have held on to some idealized version of something too long, and you need to let go of it. And it could be some ideal that you held on to from the past, or some kind of idealistic views from the past. It can also be things that you haven't completely let go of, where people have done you wrong, betrayed you, stolen from you, lied to you, cheated on you, deceived you in whatever ways. Maybe you're holding on to that too long, because for some of you, it's idealistic views that you've held on too long that you need to let go. And for some of you, it's things that you need to let go of that are detrimental for you, that are eroding your spirit, even if you can't really feel like that's what's happening. Like you think, I'm fine, I'm not thinking about the past. But in certain situations, there's things that will pop up that will trigger to show you that, oh my God, I'm doing that because of what so-and-so did to me in the past. So you have to think about that. Some of you may even be feeling out of sorts, and you might be having some issues with digestion problems. You could have trouble with your intestines, with your colon, with your stomach, or just, so you need to think about like what you're eating, your health. If you haven't had regular checkups or examinations of any kind that you think maybe are necessary, you should think on doing that as well. Now, the next card you have here is the Moon. And the Moon could be secrecy and deception and romance. It could be secrecy by itself, romance by itself. It could be your psychic ability and your own intuition kicking up. It can also be a card symbolic of illusion, that there could be some kind of illusion going on around you. I do feel there's something that you've come to a point that you can't continue anymore. I don't know if that glitched, so I'm going to repeat it. Some of you have come to a point where there's something that you can't do anymore. It could be a job, it could be some kind of physical activity, it could be a relationship. You really need some time of contemplation, of kind of like getting away from it all and thinking some things over. You really need to think about your next course of action or things that are going on in your life. It's like you kind of need a break from your normal routines and think about what it is the next steps that you want to take. Some of you are going to get invited to attend something. And I feel that you're going to be unsure whether you want to do it. And then I feel that you should go and that you should do it. I feel that would be wise. But I get you feeling like something about it is going to be quite mysterious or cast some kind of spell on you when you go. And that may sound weird, but you may feel like you're in some kind of altered state of reality when you go to this event. And like, whoa, like this is surreal. That's what I guess I want to say, the word. You're going to feel like it's surreal. And if you're in the United States, we do have Thanksgiving towards the end of the month of November. So it could be a Thanksgiving party dinner that you're getting invited to, that you feel this way. And you need to be careful, Aquarius, because you have to stop analyzing everything or over-analyzing things. You're running the risk of that in this month of November. You're running the risk of that. It's like, yeah, it's coming up again. Same kind of message that came up with the Death card. You're holding on to some outdated, outmoded idea or ways of thinking. And it's like, it's time to clear that out and get rid of it. So you kind of need like a little blast of reality or something. Yet I do pick up at some party, you're going to feel like, ooh, like I'm in dreamland, or this is surreal. Maybe it's the people that are there that are going to make you feel that way. You have somebody that's going to want to meet up with you and have some kind of conversation with you. Somebody that could either be a new partner for you, or and they may have some similarities to you. Or they could maybe want to be in a partnership in a business or do some kind of business with you. So it's either going to be they're interested in seeing you to hang out as a friend, or to hang out as get to know you as a love partner, or it's business. It's going to be different for all of you. Because after all, Aquarius, as I always say, this is a general reading. So you've got the Five of Cups next, and the Five of Cups is sadness, loss, and regret. Not all hope is lost, because there are two cups behind the guy here, or the woman or man here. So that means not all hope is lost. But you could be having sadness, loss, and regret, or feelings of sadness over something that happened in the past. This could also be, you could have a problem with drinking, or somebody you're connected to could have had a problem with drinking or may have that problem now. Yeah, I see you feeling annoyed and feeling put upon about something. And I see you, I hear my guides saying, what steps are you going to take here? What are you going to do? How are you going to handle this, like feeling like you're being burdened or put upon about something? Some of you may actually write a book about it, or write a blog, or write something, some kind of details about it. And don't be surprised if you don't have friends or the public or people like listening to you. They're going to listen to what you're saying. They want to hear what you're saying. And they may be like getting on board, or they feel the same way, or they're like, yeah, like getting on board with what you're saying. And they may want to follow you, or buy the book, or subscribe to a newsletter that you write, or read your blogs, or whatever it is you're doing. So this is a little bit of a tricky card here. Some of you feel like you've put too much into a relationship in the past, that now you have regrets that you did that, because you look at that as wasted time. Like you're looking at it like time you can't get back. And you may feel like you put too much love, energy, effort into a relationship that, like I said, you feel like, oh, I wasted all that energy and effort. I can't get that time back. It could even be a job or a career you could feel that way about. It's something that you've put a lot of energy and effort into. For many of you, it's a love relationship, and you're looking back at that and thinking about it in November. But for some of you, it could be a job, like I said, or a career or some other thing that you were involved with for a really long time. Yeah, again, it's like you've analyzed things to death, and you've struggled with things a lot, and it's really time to get past it. And I know that's real easy to say. So you have to do it through different practices: meditation, past life regression, hypnosis. You could look through it, get through it by Reiki, pranic healing, or a combination of these modalities. It's not like, or, look up things on YouTube that you can find that talk about how to release things. In your next card you have is the Hermit. This is your spirit guides guiding the way, showing you the way to go, and shining the light on your path, what you need to do. You could also be the Hermit, where you may feel alone, or you're taking a step back and getting a lay of the land before you proceed forward. But regardless, your spirit guides are going to be guiding you here. Some of you are going to be making a new connection that's going to lead you on a new path, something that you're going to take. For some of you, this path is going to be about how you can increase your earnings. And some of it is really going to require you taking some deliberate action and putting some things down in writing, as I said before, or on paper or on the internet. It's going to require things that you're going to have to do here. And you may be broadening your scope through training. You could be taking some classes or training seminars or sessions, and whatever it is that you are going to do, it is going to increase the money that you make. Unless you're retired, then this is going to be in a different way. I also feel that this Hermit is leading you out of a path of darkness and into the light. So let me explain that. If you're an Aquarius that went through a lot of dark times, dark situations, dark relationships, oppressive situations that were dismantled you, that were disruptive to you, that caused your life to feel chaotic, bumpy, confusing, isolated, or attracted negative energy to you by your emotions. Your spirit guides are leading you out of that. That period of time and that area of your life is actually over. And I feel like November is a big crossover month for you, where you're crossing out of these. You got to listen to this again, because you may sound like, well, these predictions are a little odd, but you're clearing out the old things that you need to stop thinking about, stop analyzing about, stop ruminating about. Situations where you feel like you wasted too much time, too much love, too much energy, caused too much disruption, and now your guides are leading you out into the light. So for some of you, it's a new path that your guides are going to lead you on, where you're going to make more money. For others of you, or maybe all of you, your guides are leading you out of this. This is like a transformational month for you. And so you're starting off like on a new path, whether it's a new career or a new job business endeavor or not. You're still going from your guides are lighting the way. They're pulling you out of this darkness. And some of you may be putting together teaching programs or formats of some kind for people to utilize, use, and understand. So if you're an astrologer, like if you're on YouTube and you're an astrologer, you may start, a lot of the astrologers now are teaching astrology. You may be doing that. Or maybe you have some other skill that you know how to do, and you may be putting together a program or some kind of training thing or classes or a format that people are then going to use that. Some of you are going to do that, and you're going to be the teacher, and you're going to be like the guide to other people. So you need to listen to that one more time, because it's different for all of you Aquarius. Now, Aquarians, sorry. So the last card you have here, Aquarius, of the November 2018 Psychic Tarot reading you have the Two of Rods. And the Two of Rods is partnership. It's partnership in business, and it can be partnership in romance, or it could be something you're doing and creating and presenting to the world. Some of you are going to end up selling something. This could be a course, a program, a subscription, a format, a house. What are you selling, Aquarius? You're getting ready to sell something. I feel like you're going to be looking at the future with new eyes, because some of you have an opportunity that's coming to you. And it's coming to you between now and in the next 3-4 months from now. Your arc of time is really, let's see, what are we in? November, December, January, February. I was even going to give it till April. But I get like 3-4 months. You've got something coming in here. It's like you have to show up. You have to show up and show people how to do it, and what you know, and that you can do it. You have to show people how to do it, show people you know what you're doing, be present, do it. Like, this is something you have to present. You may be giving people clear-cut instructions about how to do something as well, or you could be the one getting the clear-cut instructions from others. That particular message could go either way. You know, and I see some of you really getting something off the ground and running. And I feel that many of you Aquarians are going to be like not sitting around waiting anymore. I feel that some Aquarians may have felt like, I got all these great ideas, I got all these great plans, or I need to launch this, or I'm ready, I want to start that. But things kept blocking you. And this was astrological blocking. The planets were messing with you, Aquarius. They've been messing with everybody since what, June? I don't know. July? It's been crazy. Well, they've been messing with you just like they messed with everybody else. And so you have gone through the delays, the roadblocks, the distractions. That's all clearing out now. So this is a interesting month for you. It's interesting. And you may feel at the end of the month like, wow, some things really did end up happening and I got some things moving, but it's like the beginning. It's the tip of the iceberg for you, Aquarius. So now I'm going to tell you the card that I got for you from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle cards. I used to pull Oracle cards at the end of every reading when I first started on YouTube, almost 5 years ago. It's been over 4 years. And I kind of got away from that, but I saw these cards the other day in my drawer and I'm like, hey, I haven't looked at those for a long time. So I shuffled the deck for you and this card flew right out. So you were supposed to get this one. I didn't have to draw it. You have self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. And that makes a lot of sense with the Death card, the Moon card, the Hermit. If you go back and listen, that maybe not exactly what this card is saying, but very close. So let's see why it's here for you. I do see that you have trampled on yourself. Why did I do this? Why did I stay in this relationship as long as I did? Why did I stay at the job as long as I did and get treated like crap? Why did I put up with this sibling and that sibling doing this and that? Why? You're going to, or, you know, friends, coworkers, whoever, you're asking, you're seeing that, you're thinking about it in November. And I feel like you've been motivated by wanting to have peace. And I feel like you did actually end up getting more peace than what you had in the past. But now you're getting motivated by something else. And you're going to have like a whole new thing, a whole new cycle, area of life, things to focus on and think about. So the old has to get cleared away here. And part of that is that you do have to forgive yourself for any of, you know, the part you played in the things that you feel like created havoc for you. And the big clue is, the big key is here to learn from what you did and to not repeat it. That may be an obvious statement, but I did hear that. So make sure you learn your lessons from the past, that you don't repeat them in this new cycle. You know, remember this, that your motivations at the time when you made the decisions you made that you may have to forgive yourself for, you were dealing with other things when some of these decisions were made. And you were doing the best you could at the time. So you can't keep carrying it over forward. Maybe you wanted to numb yourself from hurts and pains that were going on and you couldn't figure out any other way. Or you stuck with relationships or situations and people too long because there were other things going on and you couldn't contend with like so many things happening at once. So you have to practice self-forgiveness here, because you got a whole new thing that's getting ready to happen, Aquarius, and it's not time to ruminate and fuss and worry about the past. So forgive yourself, do your best to forgive yourself and others, and get ready to move forward. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plussing. I do truly appreciate that. And please remember to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you're interested in getting a continuation of this reading where I look into my crystal for you for the month of November 2018, Aquarius, where I get predictions and messages from my spirit guides for you, you can access those videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below this video, and it will take you to those videos on Vimeo. I also have 2 other links below this video that you may be interested in if you missed them in the past. I have the spirit animal messages and gemstone crystal readings, where I pulled 2 cards from the Stephen Farmer Oracle card and a spirit messages from your animal spirit guides Oracle cards deck. And I pulled a gemstone crystal for you from my purple velvet bag of gemstones, and I psychically read the stone. I give you the facts and information about the stone, what energetic properties it possesses, and what planets and zodiac signs it's connected to, but I read it for your specific sign and why it would be helpful for you to carry it in your purse, carry it in your pocket, hold it in your hand, sleep with it under your pillow, put it on your chakras when you're meditating or doing any kind of healing work. And there are predictions and messages in there. It's not just spiritual, although it is kind of a spiritual, more of a spiritual reading, but there are predictions and messages in there. And also the Venus in retrograde psychic tarot reading. Those videos are also available by clicking on the other link below, where I pulled 3 cards from this deck, the Aquarian tarot deck, where I pulled 3 cards. 1 card is for what are you struggling with during this Venus in retrograde period, which we're in right now, and what are you clearing out, or how are you clearing it out? And then the 3rd card is what's happening when you move forward. How are you moving forward, and what's happening when you move forward from this Venus in retrograde period. Now, the Venus in retrograde, I believe it started on October 5th and goes direct on November 16th, but we had a month shadow period before, and we have a month shadow period after, and the predictions in this are going to last for far longer than just the Venus in retrograde period, because you're struggling with something, you're clearing it out, and then you're moving forward. So these predictions will last for quite a while, maybe until the next Venus in retrograde. I don't know. They are going kind of far out. So you can access those for download and purchase by clicking on that link below this video, and it will take you, because it'll take you to those videos on Vimeo. These videos are also available on my website by going to www.theluckymermaid.com. Click on the videos tab on my menu, and there you will see these video series will be the first 3 video series listed on the top of that page. You just pick which video series you're interested in, click on your sign, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. So I hope you have an absolutely phenomenal month of November, Aquarius. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.